Hi. What we see around me now, what each of us see around him as we talk, we tend to think of it that this is the way it's always been. This is the way it's going to be. We forget that it's all new. Even the trees that we see around me are of new variety. This variety wasn't here a few years ago. It's new. Someone worked on it. Irrigation system. The telephone that is used to take the video, this video, wasn't here a few years ago. Someone, and all those things and many others, someone had to think. Someone had to make it and then to sell it, and we buy it and we use it, and then we think that it's always been this way, but it's not. This is also true about pest control. We tend to think that spraying is given to us by God thousands of years ago. But actually it's not. It's very new. Actually, the concept of spraying is quite silly. Because at the bottom of this concept is to take a chemical that is poisonous to the pest, and now let's apply it all over the plant, on the entire tree, on the entire weed, on the entire vegetable, whatever it is. Why? Because when the pest will touch it, when the pest will try to feed on it, the pest will die because it is poisonous. Well, we forget one very important thing. Those pesticides that are there to help us feed better, to live better, to be more healthy, fruits and vegetables and other things. Those pesticides kill many non-target insects. Those pesticides are poisonous for us. So, when we try to look for something that will make our lives better in the future, we must not forget why we do it. And this is a very clear issue where we see that what we are doing today actually harm us just as much as not using it. So I'm not saying not to use pesticides. I'm just saying that we need to think, we is the human being, is the population of the world. We should think of better ways how we want to keep our fruits, vegetables, and whatever we eat and feed, how we want to keep the environment safe, clean. What is the way to do it? Is this really the only way? Or maybe it is simply a way that someone came up with, and together with it, with a great business model that is actually today prohibit us from advancing. What I suggest is to think that there must be something better. Something that will not kill us in the process and not make us be sick, and also so expensive in the process of producing food to ourselves and to the rest of the world. Because at the end of the day, every pesticide producer, every pest control company, every scientist is also going to the supermarket or to the field or somewhere and getting the food for himself, for his company, for his kids, for his family, for his friends, and he wants it to be safe. He doesn't want anything, including chemical residues that he has just made, to eat. And the fact today that even in the EU, as far as I remember, about 50% of the produce has chemical residues in some level. And this is in the EU. In other places, such as India, I just heard, I saw a research that showed 24 times higher the chemical residues in the soft drinks of fruits. 2,400 times percent higher. So let's remember, what we are making is what we will eat, drink, breathe. It means about how much we are going to live. It means about the quality of our life and the life of our families. There is no way we can run away from it. So let's change the way that we think of pest control and make it good for us and for the population of the world. Let's change the regulation in such a way that it will benefit anyone that is able to produce the same level of control with less chemical use, with less poisoning of the environment, the fruits, the vegetables, and everything else. Bye-bye.